So good afternoon students, and today we are going to deal with the other subtopic is Treponema palladium. Okay, so it is a subtopic of a spirochete. Okay, so in this Treponema so it was which was discovered in the year of 1905, so by the Squadin and the Hofmann. Okay, so the Squadin and Hofmann, and they have differentiated this Treponema palladium, so especially in the lymph node of the patient. Okay, so it's mainly this Treponema, so it's a bacteria, and where they are going to found in the syphilis. Okay, so in the syphilis condition, and they are going to use this kind of a Treponema palladium. Okay, so that is a syphilis. Okay, so which was this type of a sexually transmitted diseases it is a, so it was caused by the Treponema palladium. Okay, and how it is going to be transmit this kind of Treponema palladium means, so by the sexual contact, or from the mother to fetus, or through some of the other blood transfusion, so it is going to be transmitted. Okay, so which means both transmitted and getting infected with HIV. So the shape, so it looks like this, the syphilis bacteria, and I will show you the microscopic picture also. So that is just the introduction regarding of syphilis. And so introduction to the spirochetes. Already I said that, so under the subtopic of a spirochete is a Treponema palladium. So how the Treponema palladium looks like? Okay, so it looks like a long, slender and helically tightly coiled bacteria. So coiled means, and the spring will be there, right? So it looks like that. Okay, and it is a gram negative bacteria and aerobic. Okay, so aerobic means it lives in the oxygen. Okay, and micro aerophilic or anaerobic means it can live in the oxygen or without the oxygen, or in the process of a micro elements also these bacteria can be alive. Okay, and next one is a corkscrew motile. So corkscrew motile means, so it looks like a, see here, the spiral like. Okay, so this is a shape is called as a corkscrew motile. So for in our homes, for the nails it will be there, right? So that type of a shape. Okay, and it is a free living or parasitic, and the best known of a, so it is also called as a syphilis or the Lyme's disease. Okay, so this syphilis or the spirochete or the Treponema palladium disease is also called as a Lyme's disease. Okay, and the next is a Treponema palladium structure and shape, and how much of length it is and micron. Okay, so mostly this Treponema palladium under dark field microscopy or the, so fluorescent antibody techniques, so they have identified some of the structures of Treponema palladium. So it is a mobile of spiral virus. Okay, so means it can move from one place to other place. Okay, so its length is 4 to 14 in length, and 5 to 20 microns. Okay, and very thin microns are the 0.1 to 0.5 microns we can see. And where, and these type of Treponema palladium, again it is going to be divided into two ways. Okay, the primary and secondary lesions, it has been differentiated. Okay, so still more some latent and the congenital, so these kind of subclassifications also this Treponema palladium has been divided. Okay, so 4 to 14 length, and 5 to 20 micron in length. It's very, and very thin 0.1 to 0.5 micron, so we can see. Okay, so that is a spirochete Treponema palladium. Okay, so under dark field means it's a microscopic structure only. So in so here you are seeing, right? Yes, so these are the Treponema palladium structure. Okay, so under, this is a dark field microscope, it looks like this, and whereas and in the fluid from cancri, so here cancri nothing else but, so from the genital ulcers. Okay, so where the syphilis is going to be occurs over the area of the genital area, right? So that fluid they are collecting, so that fluid looks like this. Okay, and next, so congenital syphilis. So congenital means what? So within the birth itself, so if the mother is having a disease condition of the syphilis, so that syphilis, so it's going to be transmitted to the baby also. Okay, so if infected mother is there, and that fetus in the uterus, and from the mother to, so the baby, it is going to be transmitted. Okay, or during the passage through infected birth canal with the delivery process, the baby is going to be affected. Okay, so that congenital syphilis. See here the baby, different kind of syphilis structure you can see, right? Yes, so this is a congenital baby with the syphilis disease condition. And next one, morphology. So morphology means the shape of the, already you have seen the microns or the length. Yes, so the shape how it looks like means axial filament. Okay, and this already in the introduction I have shown you, it has a movement, right? Okay, so filament enable movement of bacterium by rotating in place itself. Okay, and axial filament, and which are otherwise similar to the bacterial flagella. Okay, so the bacterial structure you have familiar, right? So for that structure and how it looks like the filament flagella like, right? So same thing, it also looks like a flagella structure, or it is also called as a axial filament morphology. Okay, and here you can see the other morphology in this means, so cytoplasm also will be there. Like for example, what is the cell structure? For example, the bacteria cell structure you are learning, everything same it will be there in the here also in the Trypanopalladium. So okay, so cytoplasm and cytoplasmic membrane will be there, and a peptide glycan rigidity and shape, and some lipid rich membrane layers also will be there, and also endoflagella originated. So I have shown, right? So this one also is going to be, that is a morphology of Trypanopalladium. Okay, so it is axial filament and easily can move, and it is also having of a cytoplasmic membrane and the peptide glycan. Okay, so due to this peptide glycan only, it is very rigid and it has a shape of the structure, and it is a lipid rich in members layer. Okay, and this structure will have the lipid structure, so easily it can able to solve over the area of the structure. Okay, and 4 endoflagella is going to be originated. How many? 4 endoflagella. That is a morphology regarding a Trypanopalladium. Okay, so under staining, okay, so when they will do the staining or the process, and the structure, it looks like the structure. Okay, and trypano cannot be cultivated in a culture media. Okay, so in the staining only they can able to see, but in the culture media they can't able to grow. So why? Because it's a transmission of infection only, trypano infection, so it's not impossible to make a culture media of diagnosis. Okay, so it don't have any growth process or anything, so it is going to be transmission and lesion formation only, it is going to be there for the structure. Okay, and next, so cultivation. So here they have shown the cultivation, right? So when the cultivation has done for the bacteria, and by staining procedures only we can able to possible, but cultivation is impossible. Okay, already in the discussion we had done. Okay, and resistance means, so how much extent the bacteria can be alive. So it was inactivated in 1 hour at 41 to 42 degrees centigrade. It is the this type of bacteria is inactivated. Okay, and with the soap or the oxygen, distilled water, arsenic and mercury and common antiseptic agents, so this syphilis is going to be dies faster. Okay, Trypanopalladium is going to be dies faster. And the mode of transmission, and already we have discussed, and through the sexual transmission, or from the mother to fetus, and also through the blood transmission it is going to be there. Okay, and if the organism is very fragile, and if heat, cold and drying area is there, and it is going to be dies. Okay, and what is a pathology? So pathology means, and how in which places and where the this type of an Trypanopalladium is going to be present. So already has seen that, and Trypanopalladium enters the body via skin and the mucous membrane. So where any cut or abrasions or through sexual contact, and it is going to be transmitted. And also from the mother to transplacentally means placenta, from the mother to placenta through the baby also it is going to be transmitted. And from that area it is going to be travels to the lymphatic system, lymph node. Okay, so the author first he has identified these type of a syphilis in the lymph node only. Okay, and via bloodstream it is going to be transmitted, and the central nervous system also it is going to be transmitted. Okay, so that is a pathology what you have entered. So it will enter through the skin, the mucous membrane through the sexual contact, and it is also transmitted to the placental area, and after that it's transmitted to lymph node, and after central nervous system via the bloodstream. Okay, so that is regarding of this pathology. Okay, and next one is the stages of syphilis. Okay, so here you have a three types of stages: primary, secondary, and the latent stages. Again, latent stage, early latent, and the late latent. So first we'll be seeing that late or the tertiary. Okay, so you see that here again it's going to be divided three types: neurosyphilic, cardiovascular syphilis, and late benign. Okay, so it's also called as GUMA. Okay, so here neurosyphilis means, so in the pathology you have dealt here, yes, it's going to be transmitted through the after bloodstream enters, and next one is the central nervous system occurrence only. So what is going to be there? Our nervous system function and cardiovascular damage, and it's going to be dealt with the cancers also. Okay, okay, so how it is going to be there? Okay, stages and pathogenic changes in the late or tertiary changes. Okay, so it is also called as signs and symptoms also we can see. Okay, so in the primary you see the cancer. Okay, CANCRE means ulcer over the genitalia, so that is called as a primary pathogenic changes. And in the secondary stage, and you see that it's a palmar, means the palm area, right? So the palmar rash and the lymphadenopathy is going to be there, means enlargement of the lymph nodes, and also you see that condyloma latum. Okay, so condyloma latum nothing else but so where the genital area is going to be there, infection is going to be there. Okay, the genital area, and where the lesions over the genital area, infection is going to be, that is called as a condylom. Okay, and in the tertiary you see that three type, like neurosyphilis means meningovascular, where under the inflammation of the heart walls and the vessels, it may leads to the meningovascular, and the tabes dorsalis, and the, so here tabes dorsalis means, and where the area of the nervous system, okay, central nervous system damage over the ears going to be there, and general paralysis. Okay, general paralysis means, and where the genital area you see that infection is going to be there. Okay, and some mass like formations is going to be there over the neuro general paralysis. And aortitis, okay, so means inflammation of the arteries. Okay, aneurysms. Okay, aneurysms means the false presentation of the nerve or the blood vessel is called as a aneurysm, means pseudo aneurysms will be there, true aneurysm will be there, false aneurysm will be there. So where the blood vessel will be, so enlarges or the bulges. Okay, so or it is going to weakens the area. Okay, and aortic regurgitation means the aorta is going to be where the blood flow is going to be revert back. Okay, and gumas. Okay, already explained you the gumas, nothing else, latent benign. Okay, the cancer formation. Okay, so lobantum means hepatic area, so the hepatomegaly is going to be there, and skin and the bone and other tissue areas it is going to be damages. So that is the signs and symptoms and stages of pathogenic changes. Okay, and first we'll be seeing what is a primary syphilis. Okay, in the primary syphilis it is also called as a cancre. So cancre means, and where so the site over the genital area you can see the infection or the ulcer formation is called as a cancre. Okay, so incubation you see that within 9 to 19 days, and so you can see these type of a primary syphilis. Okay, and if your contact or inoculation means through the blood transfusion, and you are going to so get these type of an primary syphilis. Okay, so site of entry, a small painful primary lesion called as a canker is formed. Okay, so lesion means what? So like for example infection like wound like will be there. Okay, that is a painless primary lesion. And okay, so already explained what is cancre. It's external genitalia over the penis, and you can see some ulceration formation you are going to there. Okay, and over the cervix and the perianal area, mouth or the anal canal, you are going to see this kind of the process. So by the serological test, and they are going to identify this kind of cancer. And in secondary syphilis, okay, so here you see that the secondary syphilis is going to be developed by 2 to 10 weeks after the primary lesions. Okay, so the symptoms you see here, the fever, headache, and the skin pustules. Okay, the pustule formation means like pimple and filled with the pus. Okay, and usually disappears even with the treatment also, it is going to be disappears. Okay, and here you see the secondary syphilis like skin rashes and nuclear patches in the oropharynx. Okay, and multiplication of the spirochetes and the dissemination through blood. So if it is a transmitted from the outer patches to the blood area, and you see the symptoms like headache and anorexia, you will not have the hunger, and malaise being a weak, and weight loss, nausea and vomiting, and you will have sore throat and a slight fever also, you can see this process. And you will have the alopecia means loss of hair, and nails become brittle and pitted means, so the nails, whatever the normal nails will be there, so it will be cut off, will be there. So I will show you the here. So means how it will be there means, the nail everything is going to be bitted out, means it will be comes out, only you can see the skin only, the nail will not be there. Okay, and latent you see that, and where through expected transmission from mother to fetus, congenital syphilis. Okay, and after several weeks secondary lesions, it will disappears, and big disease becomes a latent stage. Okay, so after subsiding of primary, and it steps to the secondary, and later it's going to be steps to the latent syphilis means, so from mother to fetus. So okay, it's acquired transfusion from the infected fresh human blood, so it is going to be transmitted means, so when the baby is going to be birth, here they are showing picture, right? Okay, and through the secretions of the mother vaginal area, so it is going to be transmitted to the baby also. Okay, and next one is a tertiary syphilis. Okay, so later tertiary means last stage, it is going to be degenerative lesions, and your skin, bone, and the nervous system and the central nervous system, everything is going to be damages. Okay, bone deformities, and you will get a blindness and loss of coordination means the nervous system dysfunction. Okay, and paralysis and insanity. Okay, so insanity means inability to work out your bone function. Okay, and that is regarding of types. And next we'll go for the diagnosis of syphilis. Okay, in the diagnosis, clinical examination by serological test. So okay, so in the first I have cancri, so in order to visualize, they are going to take the, so some plus or the ulceration or the penis of the area or the cervix or area, they are going to collect the serum. Okay, and dark field microscope. Okay, so in the introduction I have shown you the picture, right? Yes, the color dark field microscope. Okay, so that picturization of diagnosis they are going to do. Okay, and also the specimen include oozing from the lesions means, in the secondary or the tertiary latent stage, you see that lesion ulceration formation, so that ulcer they are going to means that pus they are going to take, and that from the lesion they are going to collect the sample, and they are going to send for the serological test. Okay, and next one is evaluation based on 3 factors like clinical findings and demonstration of the structure of the spirochete means that trypanopalladium, and presence of antibodies in the blood and the cerebrospinal fluid. So that 3 factors they are going to evaluate. Okay, and next, and so that's it. Okay, and that is if we are doing this no serological test, so we can't able to find out the trypanopalladium infection. So with the serological test only we can easily identify the trypanopalladium. Okay, and some of the microscopic, the first picture. Okay, so second picture is a, so this one dark field microscope, and the first picture I have shown you that the dark field microscope fluorescent antibody test of the sample. Okay, and also serological test you are going to detect out, and specific trypan antibody test means antibodies they are going to find out in the samples. Okay, and next provisional diagnosis of syphilis means immediate diagnosis they are going to performing. Okay, so use and throw means. Okay, so here you see that so whereas so VDRL test, and whereas so RPR test, rapid, so rapid provisional, so Regine test means, so they are going to, so take for example how the HIV sample test which will be there, no, so it is also going to be test the same way, and also the VDRL. Okay, so Venereal Disease Research Laboratory. Okay, so that these type of test they are going to find out. Okay, and how they are going to evaluate this. Okay, so how they are going to do these kind of test means, first the smear they are going to add with the acetonin. Okay, so after that, and that acetonin they are going to check in the direct fluorescent antibody. Okay, so after that they are going to add with the anti-serum. Okay, and later they are going to find out with the VDRL or the so RPR test they are going to find out, and they are going to test whether it is a positive or negative they are depending on. Okay, VDRL test also same like. Okay, so how like means, so they are going to take a serum sample and rotator will be there. So until the rotator, and they are going to take and keep it in the test sample, and reactive on the left, non-reactive on the right. So like that they are going to differentiate, and they are going to see the structure under fluorescent microscope, the structure of the Trypanopalladium. Okay, same thing. Okay, so here also appears to more sensitive than the VDRL. Okay, so how they are going to do this type of means, so daily quality control test will be there. So they are going to take a serum or the plasma they are going to take, and they are going to add 1 drop of antigen over the 60 drop ml of this serum, and in the rotator they are going to rotate. So how much? 100 so rotators per 8 minutes they are going to do, and under microscopic they are going to check out, and under microscopic, and they are going to, so under room temperature only they are going to see this one, and under microscope they are going to check out the shape and morphology of the bacteria. Okay, and Trypanopalladium hemagglutination means, agglutination means what? So whatever our blood samples are there, and that they are going to agglutination means means blood will be splitting out. Okay, so breaking of samples. Okay, so that you are going to process. Okay, so in this agglutination test they are going to act a Nicolin strain. So okay, by that what is going to be there? So agglutination of the RBCs, our blood cells RBCs are there, no, so it will break down. Okay, so that results a positive result. Okay, so that is a Trypanopalladium hemagglutination. Okay, so it looks like this. And enzyme immunoassay for HIV antibodies. So simple how explanation of these antibodies means, see the patient serum is added, and also if the serum contains antibody against the known HIV antigen, and what is going to be there, and everything whatever the antibodies are there, everything when you wash it will be go off, but whatever the antigens are there, it is going to be attached to these structures. Okay, so that is called as a enzyme immunoassay for HIV antibodies. Okay, so he like this, if the person is having HIV, it is going to be attached like this. Okay, and next one, prophylaxis and treatment, how what they are going to take. So what prophylaxis we have to take means, early pregnant woman needs a screening. So very important that, and early screening is very important if the mother is having any type of an syphilis disease. And what prevention you have to make means, and avoidance of sexual contact with the diseased individual, and use physical barriers and antiseptics you have to use, like using of condoms. Okay, and promote an adequate treatment for all the new cases like syphilis treatment they have to take, and follow up source of infection and contacts so as to get them cured. So source of infection means through sexual contact only, so that measures they have to take care. Okay, and what treatment you have to give for the syphilis condition means, so benzatha and penicillin you have to give intramuscularly once, and procaine penicillin, and 600,100 units intramuscularly daily for 10 days you have to give. Okay, so if the patient is unable to take the penicillin, what you have to give, the combination with tetracycline or the erythromycin you have to give for 4 days, or day by day by mouth doxycycline you have to give 100 mg into 2 for 15 days you have to give, or so ceftriaxone 2 mg IM or IV you have to give, that is 10 to 14 doses in a new alternative treatment you have to give, means day by day you have to give this type of an treatment. Okay, so that is regarding of Trypanopalladium. Thank you.